Hey. What is up, everybody? Facebook and Instagram. I got you both here with me today. Super exciting. Yeah, I've been trying to get a little bit more consistent with my lives, and because there's something that I want to talk about today that might be a little controversial. It's just been something that's on my mind. And what I've been thinking is that experts, they chase clients, whereas authorities attract them. Let me say that again for you. Experts chase clients, authorities attract them. So, most people don't really want to admit this, but being good at what you do isn't always good enough anymore. I've run into this more so lately because, the online space, it's full of amazing experts and people. A handful of them are actually seen as leaders in their particular field. And so the difference, it's not just like their talent or their expertise or their certifications or whatever. It's really the way they're positioning. Because I've seen some of these people who are just coming into their field, and the way they position themselves, all of a sudden they're doing really, really well. So it's about the way you position. And so this is a concept that I've run into more lately, and so I wanted to share with you all about it. So the main difference that I've seen is that the main difference between an expert in something and an authority on something is that an expert is going to talk more about what they do. They're always explaining, convincing, proving, hey, yeah, I'm the expert in this thing. They're convincing people. They're always it's outward. They spend a lot of energy and time searching for that validation. And yeah, whether it's through followers, just attention in general, or clients. And yeah, you can still get a lot of clients from being an expert in your space because you are doing that chasing and you're outreaching to people and all this stuff. But when you're doing that, it still is the audience become or the prospects or whatever. It still is they're just an option in the sea of all the other experts in that field. And that's just a lot of energy that seems to be wasted that I've run into anyway. Whereas an authority, they're going to talk about why the world differently. And it's more from that place of it's an innate piece of who they are. They're going to teach less and frame what they're doing more. So it's not just when they are teaching, they're framing it around their experience and what it is that they're their why really. And so that comes from that place of alignment, and the energy is it's a much more connected energy. And so the audience can feel that. The people that you're connecting with, they feel that. And that's what builds trust before they even get on a sales call. And ultimately, this is where brand starts to be getting built. Because brand is associations. When you think about branding, it's all about associations. And so an expert is going to convince, whereas an authority they command the room. When you see an authority in their specific field and they walk into the room, they're not going around shaking hands with everybody. They command the room. People are coming to them. When you think about a networking event, where an expert, they may be really good at what they do, they're going around to all the people in the networking space, in the networking event and like shaking hands and telling people about what they do. So like, which one are you? Which one do you want to be? Leave it in the comments. Are you an expert or are you an authority? I'd love to hear your takeaways on this. So why does this even matter? It's because positioning isn't just marketing anymore. It's really about that identity. And so like, and that's why an authority it attracts clients in a much more freeing way, because they're talking about their why and it's connected to me. And so the biggest trap that I see some of these high-level experts falling into is that they just think that, you know, doing more, whether it's content or just like more volume or whatever, that's going to be the thing that fixes people's view of them as being an authority. But being an authority in the field isn't about more content, it's about clarity. And so like I recognize this happened to me where like I was posting a whole bunch thinking that that was going to be the thing that showed that I was like an expert in or an authority in this field, and I wasn't getting that many clients from it. And so as soon as I got clear and dialed in my positioning, I was able to use my expertise to then become an authority. And now I am bringing in clients on the regular. I don't feel like I'm doing much. I'm just talking to people. I'm operating from that aligned momentum energy, which is a much more freeing energy, giving you that time freedom, the location freedom, the financial freedom. It really is about an energy shift. And like, I hope like that you see that value. And so, yeah, it's just something that I've been running into lately, and I wanted to share that with you all and like kind of get you to think, are you an expert or are you an authority? Are you finding yourself that like you're chasing, or are you operating from a place like, okay, I just hope they see my value, and like, you know, by just framing the way you are, that has that attractive energy, and people are going to remember what you speak about. So which one are you? And so that is what I wanted to talk about. And I hope if you are like curious and maybe you're an expert and you've been like, you know that you're an authority, but you've been being viewed as an expert, as just like another one of these options out there. It's time for a change in positioning. It's time to revamp your positioning, to operate from a place of authority, because that's going to give you that aligned energy. It's going to give you your time back where you're able to kind of like have client acquisition happening. You're going to get to then focus on more things that you're passionate about, which is going to feed that authority energy, which is then life. Which is then going to build momentum in everything, and you're going to grow. And so because of that, that is exactly why I decided to build the Authority Magnetizer Workshop that we're having October 30th, tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. You're not going to want to miss this. This is something that has always been behind the paywall of working with my top-end Black Book clients. But because I've been running into this more, I did the same thing. I wanted to offer it to you at a highly discounted rate that you're not going to have to spend multiple thousands of dollars to get access to this information. For only $97 in 90 minutes, we're going to turn that expertise that you have into your signature system that will then position you as the obvious choice in your field, which is going to start working at a place of authority. You're going to get that confidence energy, helping name the proprietary methodology, like clear messaging, and then how you use that to then create, once that is what creates your authority. and then how you create your authority asset, which ultimately helps in pre-selling that value before you ever get on a call or when you're having conversations with people. And so like inside this workshop, all the experts that we're going to be having, they're going to become authorities, and I want you to be one of them. So you start to become magnetic at that point. And so if you're ready to stop chasing and start attracting, if you're ready to get more of that location, that time, the financial freedom, and having client acquisition running in the background so that you can continue to focus on the things that truly align with you, because when you can do those things, your life is so much better. You bring that energy into your business. There's no more of the hustle just to grow, and it's a much better place to stop chasing and start attracting. Make sure you comment positioning on this video. I'll send you all the deets to get your ticket. Don't spend another year just being amazing and being overlooked. Like, authorities build that momentum. And so this is your sign to take action on that. So go ahead, comment the word positioning. I'll be in touch with you. I'll send you all the details. That's for Facebook, Instagram. I see you all in here. Much appreciate you showing up. And yeah, so you're not going to want to miss this. It's going to be epic. For only $97 for 90 minutes, that's like a little less than $1 a minute to get some high value training that I save typically for my high level black book clients. And we're going to be doing this to you for a little bit under $1 an hour. Like, don't go out to eat with your significant other this week. Take that $97, get a ticket. You guys can both come, learn how to position yourself as the expert, build the first steps in starting to magnetize premium clients, and this thing could change the way that you operate and the way that you live your life. So I look forward to seeing you all there. Comment the word positioning. I'll get you all the details on how to get your ticket. And we'll see you there tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern, the Authority Magnetizer Workshop. You're not going to want to miss this. I hope you all have a blessed day, and we'll see you there.